This is the iPad mini. Is it the precursor to the folding phone people have been asking Apple to make for years, or is it just another device meant to suck you in? Could you even use this behemoth of a device as a phone? I am vehemently against large devices. I think that they are the #1 reason people are lonely, depressed, and hopeless. But is the iPad mini screen large enough to actually pull you away from your phone, to force you to not stare at your phone in public and actually engage with the world? Well, I've replaced my iPhone with this iPad for the last week for science. Here's that adventure. It's day one, and in order to actually get this to work as this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this perpetually plugged in all the time at home, have text message forwarding on, and Wi-Fi calling on, and that way everything will just get pushed through to the iPad mini, whether I'm at home or whether I'm on the road, because I activated cellular on this as well, $20 a month, which is kind of annoying, but whatever, it's for science. So that's how we're gonna start, and man, I'm really looking forward to this. So it's like 9:30 at night, as you can tell, and wow, this camera's, it's not great. I'm gonna do some jump roping. I'm kind of curious to see how well this is gonna hold up while it's dark outside. Okay, so it is also like 10 o'clock at night. Just finished our workout, and one thing I want to say is that the battery life on this thing is crazy. I have 49% battery left, and I have been downloading stuff like iMessages and singing from the cloud all day. And I still have 49%. Huge battery helps. You notice I wasn't wearing AirPods, and the reason is because the speakers on this iPad mini are so loud I was able to listen to the music without AirPods, which is awesome because when you jump rope, AirPods can fall out sometimes. So what are the specs? This is the newest 6th gen iPad mini. It will probably be getting replaced here pretty soon. The display is an 8.3-inch liquid retina display with a 2266 by 1488 resolution, which gives you 326 pixels per inch. It has the A15 Bionic chip, a really average rear and front-facing camera, and mine features 64 gigabytes of storage. It can go up to 256 gigabytes. Officially day 2, and it is 2:06. I just threw my phone on the charger for the very first time since yesterday, so battery life is insane. I mean, like 90% of this is just battery, if not more. So very impressed so far, and the speakers sound really good. Today I take the gym and risk looking like an idiot because this is my phone. Today's the first day where I'm going to leave the house with the iPad as my main device. Oh boy, look at this. Look at the pocket. I think it looks good. So something I'm interested in, I want to see if the iPad can display on as Apple CarPlay. Somebody's gonna leave me a comment saying obviously this does or it doesn't work, but I don't know. Plug it in. Why would I ever need to know this? It's charging. It says that an iPhone is connected. Oh, it looks like the extent of it is that it's just a media player. Yeah, so it looks like it's just sort of coming in as like how my iPod would. Well, I don't know why I expected anything different. So I think the strategy is to hold the iPad like a book. So you sort of like, I'm reading. But if you put it in your pocket, you look like a complete idiot. So all in all, I would say that iPad at the gym is actually kind of sweet. It's really big, so you have to carry it like a book, like you know what you're doing. But I would say, honestly, it's like you could use it. It's silly, but you could do it. I haven't used an iPad in over 5 years. I just never want my kids to see me use a device like this. It's the same reason we only have one TV in our entire home. Newsflash, tech YouTuber that hates tech. That's a new one. I also just think a computer is a better option for me and most people, especially with M1 MacBook Airs available for $699. There's just no real reason for an iPad. So it is day 4, and I'm finding myself maybe using it more than I personally would like. Obviously, I'm an extremely light phone / now iPad user. My biggest concern is people using their phones too much, but I kind of feel myself getting sucked in because the screen is just so like, this is incredible. But in other cases, I actually find myself using it less. So when I go out of the house, I find myself just leaving this just in the car. I'll just throw it in the glove box and I'll walk in without the iPad at all. Or I'll just leave the house without my phone, iPad on me because it's so big and so unwieldy that I just don't want to have it on me. There's something about that where it's like, because it's such an inconvenience in a way and I don't want to bring it in public because it's embarrassing, I don't bring it in public because it's embarrassing. So I don't open it up when I'm in line just like waiting for 10 seconds. I don't want to have people see me use it. Maybe societal peer pressure is making me use it less. But while I'm at home, I definitely feel myself using it more than I would want to be using it because it's just so incredible. And I think a lot of people are going to say, well, it's a safety thing. That's why I bring my phone with me everywhere. That's why I always have it on me. And I think that there is part of that that's true. I wonder just how much we've been convinced and conditioned to bring our phones everywhere. We all do the check phone wallet keys, but that is a completely new phenomenon to humans. And I think that these challenges are really fun and I really enjoy doing them. But I really do want people to use their phone less because trust me, there's a great big beautiful world outside the newest iPhone specs with a better camera and a bigger screen. None of it really matters when you hold your your daughter for the first time across the finish line in a marathon. Things come and go, but the love you feel from your kids and wife can last a lifetime. No one has ever been on their deathbed saying, oh gee, I don't know, I guess I wish I would have just spent more time slack-jawed scrolling through TikToks at 4 in the morning. Tech is cool and can definitely enhance your life, but don't let it become your life. So it is day 6, and I really like this. I think that there's something about this that's really cool if it did more. My biggest complaint with the iPad mini is that it doesn't do more than what it currently does. I wish I could edit videos on it. I wish it had a larger screen. I wish I could use it more like a computer as opposed to just an iPad. Because if you're just gonna use an iPad as a phone, I think don't get it. It's literally designed to make you use it as much as possible. There's something there where you could replace all of your devices with one device. So I bought an iPad Air. This has an M1 and cellular. I'm going to replace every single one of my devices that I own with this computer, camera, phone, iPad, whatever it is. I'm going to try to live off of this solely for a week. That'll be the next video, but we still need to wrap up the iPad mini video. My final thoughts are that this is just too big. It's too big to wield around on a day-to-day basis, but it's also not big enough to not potentially wield around on a day-to-day basis. And here's what I mean. So this is the iPad Air. This is so big, you're not even going to attempt to put this into your pocket. It's just, well, I guess it does kind of fit, but you're not gonna carry this around. However, this actually fits. So this is big enough while being small enough, while being big enough. So I think it's too big. I also am vehemently against large iPhones and large iPads. I kind of hate these devices in general. Don't give iPads to your kids. It will ruin them. I promise you, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad thing to do. Don't do it. My kids will never ever touch an iPad. The second that these challenges are over, I will be getting rid of these because I am vehemently against large screens. I have a tech YouTube channel. I want to test this out. It's kind of fun, but you know, at the end of the day, buy an iPhone 5S, you'll be fine. Next, USB-C is awesome. I like having USB-C. My computer charges on USB-C. I have so many USB-C cables in my day-to-day life. That's really nice. The next thing I do actually care about is the speakers are so good. So listening to a podcast while I'm showering or listening to music while I'm showering is really nice. Again, I don't think you should be constantly listening to music all the time or constantly listening to a podcast all the time. Silence is also okay. But if you are going to listen to something, these speakers on this are really nice. I was able to do a lot of work-based things on this iPad, like managing this tech channel, but I also noticed that there were several apps that aren't available, like Instagram's not available. That's so weird. Why is that not available on iPad? It's 2024. So all in all, I would say don't do this. It's a fun experiment. It's fun to try. But I really don't think there's going to be a ton of value. I was hoping that maybe the screen size was so big that you wouldn't use it, but I just found myself while I was at home at night, I would just use it way more than I'm used to using a phone. Instead of picking up a book, I would pick up this. So I just don't think it's a great idea. I'm interested to test this out because I'm going to actually be editing videos on it too. So I think that there might be some more value added here just because I will be using it as my laptop and also as my phone. But I'm curious, I mean, who knows? It could be terrible, it could be stupid, and you'll know if I think it's stupid. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go outside. I'm sorry I'm always telling you to get off your phone. It means a lot to me. I get these messages on Instagram and it really means a lot to me when I see those that they're like, wow, I really appreciate what you're saying. I never even thought about it like that. And so I'm sorry if I come off bitter sometimes. I really don't hate technology. It's just, we need to find a better way to not have it become our lives and still also like go outside. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Techno Eclipse. Peace out.